Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Callie here, it me. Today's topic is actually a little bit deep for me, a little bit sensitive. It's something I've never, ever talked about before with any of you guys. And this is about the time that I almost got arrested because of my acne. You know your channel's off to a really good start when 2 out of your 4 videos so far all have the word arrest in them. Great. Let me set the scene. So I am, at this time, a 22-year-old college student, a broke college student, living paycheck to paycheck with my husband. I was traveling during this time between where we lived and my school, which was about an 1.5-hour drive. And I never really stopped in between, I never got gas in between. I used to have actually really bad anxiety driving. Looking back now, I do think that it was a form of social anxiety that was connected to my skin. I used to get really anxious just going out in public, if I didn't know where I was, if I didn't know anyone there, just real anxious all the time. One day, I go to school, not really on my phone or anything, I'm in class, and I realize by the end of the day, I don't have any battery left, and my phone, it gonna die, girl. My phone's gonna die, and I'm like, oh, it's fine. Like, I know I have money in the bank account, I knew I was low on gas, and I was like, I can stop and get gas. Guess what? During that time, a bill came out, and the bill put our account in negative, and I had no gas to get back, and I had no phone. Real quick, let me recap that for you. I'm dealing with really bad anxiety. My acne is probably at its worst. I have no money, I have no phone, and I have no gas, and I don't know the area at all. And during this time also, I was on Accutane. The Accutane made me very moody, very cranky, and I feel like it also messed with my blood sugar. And because I'm a broke college student, I didn't eat all day. So if you've ever experienced low blood sugar, literally everything gets thrown out the window. You feel like crazy and like you're gonna kill someone, or you feel like really foggy headed and like you can't think. This still isn't the story. This is just my life sucking during this time. I'm driving home, my phone dies. I realize I don't have any gas. What am I gonna do? As I'm driving, my car starts to slow down. I start to run out of gas. If you've ever ran out of gas, you know how terrifying that is. Since I was running out of gas on the highway, I had to get off. I wasn't about to pull over on the side of the highway. And I realized, oh my gosh, I think my sister lives around here. I think she lives like a block away. So I start to pull over, like I'm driving downtown and I don't really know what I'm doing or where I'm going. I accidentally cut into the wrong lane that is supposed to go the opposite direction. And a cop just happened to be right there. He flashes his lights at me and I go like this. I'm so sorry. Because, I mean, what else do you do? I didn't mean to like go in that lane. I didn't know where I was going. I was in a panic. I have no money. I have no gas. What is going on? I don't know. I rushed to my sister's house. I'm like, oh, whatever, that cop, meh, whatever. So I get to my sister's house and I'm like, yes, oh my gosh, okay. She has to be home by like 5. I sit outside for an hour waiting before I realize, and it clicks in my head, my sister told me that she was on vacation, and I've just been sitting outside of her house for an hour looking like an idiot. Great. I'm feeling desperate, I'm feeling hopeless. I go to the gas station, I'm like, you know what, maybe like the card will work anyways, maybe I have like $5 in my account, maybe something will happen. Maybe I'll find like a dollar bill on the ground or like literally anything. Like, give me something, please. So I get to the gas station. I try all of my cards. I have like 3 or 4 cards at the time, but then if you're anything like me, I have a wallet full of cards and it's literally like 30 cards. Like I have an IKEA card, I have a Target card, I have a Kroger card, Dick's Sporting Goods card. Like I have a million cards, but like they're all like membership cards, not like credit cards. So I'm like pulling everything out, like frantically like, does this work? Does this work? Does this work? Does this work? Nothing, none of them work, nothing works. I'm on the verge of tears, I'm starving, I have no money. I'm like, what am I gonna do? So, what anyone would do, I see this dude with this nice car and he looks like presentable and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go ask and see if I can use his phone so I can call my husband to see if he can transfer me money, if he can pick me up, or if he can drive out here and fill up my gas tank for me since I have no money and I have no way to talk to anyone and I am going to be stranded and homeless in about 0.5 seconds. And I'm like, hey, can I use your phone? I start to tell him that I have no money, my phone's dead, and my car's out of gas. He cuts me off and he says, I don't have a phone. I'm sorry, but this is 2015 at this point. This happened a while ago, by the way. This is 2015. There's no way that you don't have a phone. So I say, look, I know you have a phone. I don't have to touch it. Just put it on speakerphone. You can hold it. I really need to talk to my husband. He says, okay. So I call. He lets me call 3 times. No one's answering. I tried 3 different people, my mom, my husband, and then his mom. No one answers. Whew. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm like freaking the freak out. This still isn't the story. Oh, this day got worse. It gets much worse right now. I get a tap on the shoulder and it's a cop. I've always been taught, trust cops. Cops are good. Cops help you. Cops, whatever. And I'm not saying, this video is not to shame cops or say cops are bad. I'm just talking about this experience that happened to me. I still do have faith in them. I think this just messed it up a tiny bit for me. I turn around, I'm like, oh, thank God. And I start to tell him, my phone's dead, my car's out of gas, I need to talk to my husband. He cuts me off. Why is everyone cutting me off? Why won't anyone let me talk? I don't know. It's annoying the shit at this point. I'm also starving and have no money and all that too. This is the first thing he says to me. Keep that in mind. The first thing out of his mouth is, when is the last time you went to rehab? What? What? I start looking around like, is he talking to me? Who's he talking to? Last time I went to rehab? What the hell is he talking about? He was like, yeah, when is the last time you went? Obviously, you're on something. Oh, hell no! Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Me, in this moment, okay, I'm freaking scared. I'm a little girl. I'm thinking this cop's gonna help me, and he all of a sudden starts accusing me of being on drugs because of my skin, because my skin was so bad at this point. Look at me. I was wearing the same exact outfit, I put on the same makeup for this, same everything. Do I look like a drug addict? Don't answer that unless you're gonna say no, okay? Because my skin was so bad that he thought that I was a drug addict. You get a gold star, Mr. Copperoony. Oh, it gets better. It gets so much better. I'm like offended, I'm scared even more now. I'm like, what is going on? Like, does he think that I'm someone else? Why does he think I'm on drugs? What is happening? For the next 45 minutes, he starts questioning me. Why don't you have any money? Apparently he was in the gas station, but I was in a frantic state of mind, so I didn't see him because I was freaking the freak out. He says, why don't you have any money? I saw you have a lot of cards. Why don't any of your cards work? If you're married, I see your ring. Where's your husband? If you go to school, where do you go to school down here? What classes are you taking? Again, why doesn't your husband with you? Like, what? Is my husband supposed to follow me everywhere? Like, what does that even mean? Why would you go anywhere without any money? You have someone Western Union you money. Why don't you know what Western Union is? And then he starts asking me about drugs. And I'm not on drugs. He goes, so if you're not on anything, why are you acting so weird? I said, I'm not acting weird. You're acting weird. And he said, I'm not acting weird. And I said, yeah, you are. You're acting weird. I told my mom and she was like, you got a fight with a cop? I was like, yeah. But the whole time he's questioning me, harassing me, asking all these questions. He's staring at my arms for track marks the whole time. He's telling me I'm acting weird. And about 25 minutes into our conversation, he calls for backup. Bitch, am I a threat? Am I, like, little old 5'5" me, am I that much of a threat that you need backup? Hold the phone. What is going on right now? I'm crying my eyes out at this point because I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen. It feels like I'm going to jail no matter what I say, no matter what I do. He's acting like I'm guilty of something, and I'm not guilty of anything. I haven't done anything, literally nothing. I just ran out of money. I didn't know being poor was a crime. Sorry, Jesus H. Christ. Oh my gosh. I tell him, you know what? I'm a poor college student. I'm on Accutane right now, and he goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. What's Accutane? What's Accutane? I said, oh, it's a drug for acne. And he goes, so you are on drugs. And I was like, No, it's a prescription medication. I'm not abusing it. It's for my skin. So then he starts trying to say like, well, what else are you on? Like, are you on birth control? I'm like, that's like not, why are you asking me this? That's none of your business. Anyways, let's take a little breather, okay? So, the backup cop arrives, and guess who the backup cop is? The backup cop is the cop from earlier who flashed his lights at me when I accidentally went in the wrong lane. Great. This is just looking really great for me. Backup cop goes, oh, I saw you earlier. You had a traffic violation. You drove in the wrong lane. Like, I was stressed. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's going on. Why are you guys harassing me? And then after that, for about 10 minutes more, so it's about 55 minutes into their investigation of me at this point, they keep harassing me about my life, about where is my husband, why I was married. Like, what do you mean, why am I, what? But I just need to use someone's phone. Okay, like I just need to call someone. They won't let me use their phones. I thought that's what they were supposed to be for, to help us. Or they're not gonna give me a drive home because it's like an hour away. I'm crying my eyes out. I'm like, I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what's going on. I don't have any information for you. I literally just run out of gas. My sister lives around the corner. What do you want? I've been living on my own at this point for 3 years. I'm a grown-ass adult, and they go, we're gonna call your mom. Huh? You're gonna call my mom? What does that have to do with anything? I'm trying to call my husband. I'm trying to get someone to give me money, and you're gonna call my mom? Why? What are you talking about? They're like, we think something's seriously wrong with you. We think that you're on drugs. Look at your skin. And I just, at that point, I did not know what to do. So I just started crying. And because I'm so stressed out, again at this point, I give them my phone number from my childhood. That is the first thing I think of, is the landline number. And then he goes, why don't you want me to talk to your mom? You gave me the wrong number. Okay, I accidentally gave you the wrong number. Let me give you her cell phone. I give them her cell phone. He calls her. I hear him from outside the car saying, we want to take her in. There's something seriously wrong with her. What is wrong with her? Do you know if she's on any drugs? My mom knows I don't do any of that. And she's like freaking out. She's like, what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? My daughter? Callie, my daughter? What are you talking about? Where is she? Like freaking out. So the way this whole situation resolves itself is they have to leave our situation because they get a call that there's a guy 1 block away with a rifle walking down the street. I was that much of a threat that they had to call backup, harass me for 50 minutes, call my mom, not let me call anyone, not like let me borrow 20 bucks, act like I was on drugs, say that they wanted to put me in jail. Finally, they leave because they get a call that someone has a freaking rifle. I don't even want to talk to them anymore. I don't even care if I'm homeless at this point. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I just want them to go away because it's creating more problems than solving for me. So I'm like, okay, good, you're going, bye. They drive away. I'm sitting in my car, I'm crying, writing in a journal. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm scared. If anyone finds this is what happened. And I write down the whole story in my journal. Hey, I was a good thinker though, right? And then the gas station attendant comes outside with the landline and goes, it's your mom. That is such a mom thing, to be able to find out somehow where exactly you are, the exact gas station, and get their freaking landline phone number. Like, I swear moms have superpowers. I was like, thank God. So I finally get to talk to my mom at that point. I'm crying hysterically. I tell her everything that happened. She's like, oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay? Why would they act like that towards you? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Give the phone to the cashier. My mom's like, let me talk to him. Let me talk to him. I was like, okay. I give it to the cashier. He talks to her for a while and he comes back and he goes, I'm just gonna pay for you, I'm just gonna pay for it, like I believe you, it's fine, like I'm just gonna give you 20 bucks in gas. That made me so happy that he did that. I was like, holy crap, there are still good people in the world, not everyone is bad. I started breaking down crying. I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. He was the sweetest thing ever. Like, he did not have to do that. And after that, I got in my car. I cried the whole way home. I literally had like anxiety tunnel vision. I'm like starving at this point. It's like 7 o'clock at night. This started happening like way earlier. Tell my husband everything that happened, and he says, all right, from this point on, you're not going anywhere unless you have at least one of these 3 things. You either need a charged phone, a tank full of gas, or money on your card. Because if you have one of those 3 things, you'll figure it out. But if you have none of those things, so from that point on, I have made sure I at least have one of those 3 things. Honestly, every time I see a cop, I get really bad anxiety because I'm like, am I gonna go to jail today for no reason? Am I gonna get arrested because of my pimples? What is gonna happen to me today? That was one of the most traumatizing experiences of my life, of my whole time I had acne. People could tell me, you know, wash your face, you don't eat good, make accusations all you want, but do not hold me for questioning, call a backup cop, and act like I'm some kind of drug addict because of my skin. Literally ridiculous. Again, not letting this experience tarnish me. I'm not saying all cops are bad. I'm just saying this is one experience that I had that was very traumatic for me and eye-opening. So, that is it for the story time. That is all. We did it. We made it. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe down below. Let me know if you like story times. I don't know. Do you know? If you do know, let me know. All right. Bye, guys.